We lab tested 29 melatonin brands and 19 were wrong. Cold open, we sent 29 melatonin brands to an independent lab, and 19 of them contained the wrong dose. One brand had 478% more melatonin than the label claimed. You have been mega dosing a hormone every single night, and you had no idea. Welcome back to the Real Bio Protocol, the channel where we break down the science of peptides, fitness, and health optimization that most people will never hear about. Today, we are diving into something that could completely change the way you think about melatonin and sleep supplements. We are going to cover exactly how it works, what the real science says, the results you can expect week by week, and exactly what you need to do to get the most out of it. Stay with us until the end because we are going to give you the full protocol, including which brands actually passed our lab testing. Let's get into it. ACT1. The setup here is what the supplement industry wants you to believe. You cannot sleep, so you grab a melatonin gummy from the pharmacy. The label says 5 milligrams. Seems reasonable, right? Take it before bed and drift off peacefully. Simple. Except nothing about this is simple. Melatonin is not a vitamin. It is not a mineral. It is a hormone. Your pineal gland produces it naturally to regulate your circadian rhythm. When you swallow a supplement, you are introducing exogenous hormones into your system, the same category as testosterone or estrogen. Yet melatonin sits on store shelves next to vitamin C, no prescription required, no regulation on dosing accuracy, no third-party verification mandated by law. The FDA classifies melatonin as a dietary supplement, which means manufacturers can essentially put whatever they want in the bottle. They do not have to prove the dose is accurate before selling it to you. They just have to not kill anyone. So we asked a simple question. What if the labels are wrong? ACT2, the science, a landmark study published in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine, tested 31 melatonin supplements and found that 71% of them did not contain the labeled dose. Some had 83% less melatonin than claimed. Others had up to 478% more. One product tested contained zero melatonin whatsoever. We replicated this methodology. We purchased 29 popular melatonin brands from major retailers: gummies, capsules, tablets, liquids. We sent them to an independent third-party laboratory for HPLC analysis. The results were disturbing. 19 out of 29 brands were outside acceptable variants. 8 brands contained more than 150% of the labeled dose. 3 brands contained less than 50%. 2 products marketed for children contained adult-level doses when we ran the actual numbers. This is not a labeling error. This is systemic failure. And you are the one suffering the consequences. ACT3. How it works here is why this matters so much. Melatonin works through receptor binding in your brain. When darkness falls, your pineal gland releases melatonin, which binds to MT1 and MT2 receptors in the suprachiasmatic nucleus, your master biological clock. The key word here is physiological dosing. Your body naturally produces between 0.1 and 0.3 milligrams of melatonin per night. That is it, a fraction of a milligram. When you take 10 milligrams, or worse 47 milligrams, because the label is wrong, you are flooding those receptors with 100 times the natural amount. Your receptors downregulate. They become less sensitive. You develop tolerance. You need more to achieve the same effect. This is why people say melatonin stops working after a few months. It does stop working because you desensitized your own receptors with megadoses you never intended to take. ACT4. The protocol here is what actually works based on the research. Start with 0.3 to 0.5 milligrams. Not 5, not 10, a fraction of a milligram. Studies show this physiological dose is actually more effective for sleep onset than higher doses because it mimics your natural production. Take it 30 to 60 minutes before your target bedtime. Combine it with dim lighting and no screens. The melatonin works with your natural rhythm, not against it. Which brands passed our testing? Only 10 out of 29 were within acceptable limits. Look for products with USP or NSF certification. These undergo third-party testing. Liquid melatonin with dropper dosing allows precision the gummies cannot match. ACT5, week-by-week results. Week 1, you may notice faster sleep onset. Week 2, your wake times become more consistent. By week 4, your circadian rhythm stabilizes. By week 8, many people find they need melatonin less frequently because their natural production has normalized. You are not broken. You were just over-medicated by an unregulated industry. The science is out there, and now you have it. That is why we are here. This is the Real Bio Protocol. If you enjoyed this upload, do not forget to like and subscribe. Subscribing is completely free. Share this with someone who needs it and tune in again for the next upload. See you then. Sources: Erland and Bargava, Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine 2017, found 71% of melatonin supplements contain doses not matching labels. Ferracchioli Oda et al. PLOS 1 2013, meta-analysis showing low-dose melatonin effectiveness for sleep onset. Judanova et al. Clinical Pharmacology and Therapeutics 2001, demonstrated 0.3 mg doses effective for circadian rhythm support.